So in terms of new releases already, it's been a great year. I mean, we've had a lot of bangers come out already, and year is not quite halfway over, almost there, but not quite. So we still have a good amount of time for some new stuff to come out and really change what's going on here. But at the same time, we're also losing some OGs, potentially some serious legends here. Yeah, more discontinued fragrances. Seems like they're dropping like flies. And, you know, it makes sense. We're in the age and era of flankers now more than ever, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depending on which side of the fence you're on. I kind of dig it. I love flankers. I think they're great, especially the ones that are good scents. And so it only makes sense that fragrance lines, fragrance houses, eventually need to start purging some out to make room for some new ones. That's a common thing that's been happening for a while now, but it's only being amplified now that there are so many more new flankers being pumped out there into the market. So we have 4 ones that I'm going to be talking about today, plus 2 honorable mentions. Now the honorable mentions I've already talked about before and done dedicated videos on, but if you missed those videos, because those can kind of fly under the radar a little bit, I'll cover them both very quickly here. Invictus Aqua 2018 and Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. Done videos on both. I actually got email confirmation from both. Now, when I published and recorded the Invictus Aqua video, I reached out to the brand. It had been a while. They hadn't reached out back to me to confirm, but it kind of written in the sand anyway. After I published the video, a few days later, they reached out and confirmed it. So, as I suspected, yep, 2018 Invictus Aqua discontinued. Aqua Atlantique discontinued. You could still buy both of these online, so I will link them down below. Now would be the time to do so. Really, everything here that we're going to be talking about is summer-oriented fragrances. So as the weather warms up, as people really start getting in the summer mood, these are going to start to go quick. Don't miss your chance. All right, now let's move on to the actual list here, some ones that I haven't talked about yet, really. Following that trend, Bulgari Aquamarine. So I guess you could say that the whole line is pretty much going away except for the original Aqua, Bulgari Aqua Pour Homme. All of the tonics, Marine, Atlantique, of course, Amaro, that's been discontinued for a long time. They're all going away. I don't know if they're going to start fresh with the flankers or if they're just going to keep the original Aqua around for a while and that's it. Maybe they have plans to eliminate that one at some point too, being that they're focusing heavily on the Bulgari man side of things now. I'm not for sure. I just know that you can't find this anywhere except for discounters. It's off the official website. It's off all of the retailers. It's not looking good. Now, if you want to pick this one up, you can do so down below. Currently, you can get 3.3 ounce 100 ml testers for $49 a piece, which is a great price. I would jump on that before word gets around too heavily and the prices start going up, or as stock goes down, of course, the price will go up as well. That's about on par with what these usually run for, and being that they don't have a cap, tester doesn't really make much of a difference here. I would jump on that. And, you know, it kind of sucks. I like Aquamarine. It's a nice aquatic floral. You know, it's bright, it's fresh, it's uplifting. I think it smells great. You know, very pleasant scent, very easy to wear. Kind of has this vacation, oceanic, just easygoing smell. So it's sad to see this one go for sure. This next one is really going to upset some people. It's Terra de Hermes Eau Fresh. Yeah, not looking good either. Same deal. Retailers, nowhere to be found. Discounters, very scarce. I made a post on my community tab where you could pick this one up there briefly. That sold out pretty quick. So now it'll be a waiting game. I'm sure it'll pop up again at some point, possibly. Perhaps at a higher price, but still, I'm sure it might come back for a little while here. But eventually it's going to be to the point where you just can't buy it anymore. That sucks, especially for me. I love this one, you know. It's a much more wearable version of the original, of Eau Intense Vetiver, of course, of the Parfum. It is the most wearable in the line, and I think it's a great jumping off point. You know, this really was a nice little gateway into the Terra de Hermes line for people who were just getting started and they didn't want anything too challenging. Now, they do have a new one that is announced, but it hasn't landed here in the US yet. It looks like it's going to be a fresher version, so maybe they're, you know, taking this one away to make room for that, so there isn't too much conflict there, and I can understand that. Who knows, maybe the new version will be good, maybe it'll be better than this, but I just want to make you guys aware, if this is a favorite of yours, just be on the lookout. You know, check all the discounters regularly, and of course, I will be doing my due diligence as well. If this or any of these pop up, I will be posting on my community tab. Make sure you get subscribed for that. Nice one. It's watery, citrusy, orangey, woody. just a lighter version of Terra de Hermes. Has a really nice kind of texture to it. This stuff smells great. Alrighty, another one that is upsetting. I reviewed this one as soon as it came out. This would have been in 2019, was it? Something like that. I got my bottle off of eBay. You know, pretty much right away as soon as it came out, I was able to score one. It's Gentleman Cologne by Givenchy. Love it, you know, and I liked it ever since the beginning. It impressed me. It blew me away. It really did. In terms of a fresh flanker, this one here is awesome. It has all of your typical citrus, but with the addition of iris. So that kind of, follows the trend here with the Gentleman line. A lot of them contain iris, and so this one does as well. And it's kind of a different twist. You know, it's a fresher iris. Now, don't compare it to Prodalone because it doesn't smell like Prodalone. This one is much more kind of aromatic. It's got heavy petitgrain in here, so it's kind of leafy and, you know, has this neroli floral touch. It smells beautiful. Absolutely love this stuff. Still do. I think it's great. Nice, fresh flanker with a little bit of an iris, tiny, sweet touch in here to just give it a little bit of a different twist. Smells great on a kind of a warm spring day, an early summer day. It's just uplifting. It's one of those feel-good fragrances for me, and it's sad to see this one go because in full production, you could get this one for $50 or $60 for 100 ml. 100 milliliters seem to be sold out. Now your only option currently is 50 ml bottles, but you can still get some, and I would recommend, if you like the fragrance, to go ahead and do so. I'll probably pick up a 50 ml bottle, maybe two, just so I can have enough on hand, even though this will probably be enough. I just want to make sure because I love this stuff. And the last fragrance for this video, the replacement is already out, but I wanted to feature this one just so you guys could be aware of it. This is YSL Eau de Toilette. Yeah, believe it or not. This one was actually reformulated. So there's still going to be YSL EDT, but the reason why I'm featuring it here is because this version is technically discontinued. The new EDT has a slightly different note breakdown. It smells different from what I've gathered so far, and so therefore, if you're a huge fan of the original EDT, you're going to notice differences between the two. So therefore, this version is discontinued. That seems like the new version is really good. I've got my bottle on order. I'll be doing a first impressions here soon. Or maybe you've already seen it by the time this goes out. I'm not sure. But the EDT I still really like. And it was reformulated due to new regulations. It wasn't YSL trying to pull something, you know, in the back end trying to mess with us. They had to do it. And I'm glad they went public with it. And I'm glad they, you know, kind of made that a known thing somewhat. So that way you knew what was going on. But you can still get the EDT, the original EDT version on discounters. I will link it down below, the best prices for you, so you can stock up on the old version if you really like it. And of course, like I said, the new version is also out and available at retailers. I will link that down below as well, so you can check that one out also. Just thought I would throw it in kind of as the last one here, just so you're aware. So that's really it for now. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in terms of things being discontinued. You know, it's always kind of a shady gray area thing where sometimes brands tell you, sometimes they don't. If you guys have any kind of theories on some stuff being discontinued or whatever, drop them down below and I'll try to do some digging and see if maybe that's possible, and I can do another video like this. I just want to make you guys aware because some of your favorites could be in here and you guys deserve to know. Like for me, out of all of these here, while I do like them all a lot, Atlantique really hurts me the most, and I know a lot of you guys like it as well. So if I'm able to share this information with you and help you pick up a backup bottle or 2 or 3 or however many, you know, my job is complete. So that being said, I will link all these down below. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.